Hello, I'm RG, and welcome again to Behind the RG Studios. Hello, I'm RG, and welcome to Behind the RG Studio. What you just saw here is an award that I got a couple years ago from Tallgrass. They gave it to me. It was for a movie I created called Shadow Peoples. Go on YouTube and check it out. And check out another film and other stuff that I've made. I made over 40-something films, internet art films. I'm sure you'll like one of them. Here at RG Studios, we create internet art films. I'm a comic book fan. I love art. And I love things that are sometimes weird, complex, and maybe in certain storylines, maybe a little overdone. But that's the kind of guy I am. And I express these things inside my internet art film called Inspiration. You know why? Because there are artists out there in the professional field inspiring you. You're watching their films and voila, you're inspired. Take, for instance, Star Wars. When I first saw this film, well, I have to go back a little. When I first heard about it, I was in school. And everybody was talking about Star Wars and all this, chatter that, and I was thinking to myself, who wants to see that? I didn't see the film yet, but everybody was talking. And I couldn't get with it. That's just the short end of the stick. I couldn't get with it. Lord behold, many years later, about 7 years later, it's on cable, and it's wintertime. I'm inside, can't do nothing outside. And I cut on HBO and I see something that says, a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I said, Then I seen Star Wars. I said, this is what everybody was talking about. Of course, the fire had died down there. Now, the fire had died down, long ago by the time I looked at it. But the inspiration was strong in that film. You know what I saw? I saw grown people playing with models. Oh! And as a kid, I played with action figures all the time. And I was inspired. Of course now, through the course of the storyline, I was interested in the film. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you look at kids' movie, I guess you might call it, had nerve enough to be interested. To have, a young adult, because I wasn't a kid. I was probably, I say 17 or 18 when I saw it. And I'm sitting up here looking at this film. Yeah, I'm telling you. And I'm like, oh my God. And it reminded me of many, many other films that I've already seen that was on TV with models in use of real actors or what they couldn't afford. Because back then, there was no CGI. So you got models, or you got something that was built or put together by the hands of somebody. I was very intrigued and inspired by the fact, because back then, by that time, I've had read and consumed a great deal of behind-the-scenes magazines material. And Star Wars, the first one, was already in these books. By the time Empire Strikes Back, I was consumed. At that time, I really wasn't into science fiction, so science fiction had very little to do with it. It was the fact that these individuals was working with, at that time, they said it was like $10 million to put together this production. And I had already consumed the material, the behind the scenes, and I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing something that looked like it cost a lot of money. So when you are spending that type of money, let's say you're spending $30, $50 million, well, yes, we want a hit, sure. But that's what this episode is about, and I'm talking about, is we sometimes believe as the audience, because we hear the number 60 million, 600 million, $1 billion at the box office, maybe something of the average of 250 million at the box office. We really believe that these movies are making a ton of money. The people who put in the money is making a lot of money. That is not necessarily the truth, because we don't know the dynamics behind this. But I've studied the film business a lot, and I've come across a lot of staggering numbers that surprise me as a filmmaker and as a studio executive. If you are the one that's putting in the money to make this film and it grossed $600 million at the box office, well, okay, yeah, more likely you made your money back if you didn't spend too much. Let's say, just give it an average of $150 million. That's what you spent for the production. Everybody that was involved in that had to get a check. Still sounds like a good chunk of money. Okay, now we're talking about taxes on all of that money. Uncle Sam wants his. Out of $300 million, out of the $600 million total, you're probably only going to walk away. I say you'll walk away with probably about $4. Now you got to pay for people who are in the office, all the people that were involved behind the scenes, not the production itself, but behind the scenes in the offices. You got to pay their checks. The way I see it, after you pay everybody else out of a $600 million production at the box office, the numbers, you're probably walking away with $100 million. But the money that you put in it, and this is all I get. That's why they're always looking for the $1 billion, so they can see a couple of $100 million in their pocket. They need to hire me, commission me to make them an internet art film for $800,000, and then make $1 billion. The next time you see a big production film, even a small one, look at the credits. And just think about the production itself. All the people there have to get a check. Unless they're doing it for free, they got paid. And that is the cost, some of the cost of the film itself. Now, that's up front. There's probably a lot of front stuff I'm not mentioning, and a lot of back stuff I'm not mentioning. So the numbers could be off by a great deal. So when you see 600, 400, 300 million at the box office, yeah, sure, it's a hit. Don't think the people are just raking it in. Now check it out. What I got for you today for Behind the RG Studios is something really special. One is a film I did way back when called Sokobo, the Duel Wars. I'm going to show you how I put together the helmet that I was wearing in the film called The Tomb, that eventually became the character Sokobo later in Sokobo, the Duel Wars. Second, I'm going to show you behind the scenes of a makeup that was going on for Caves of the Vampires. And guess what? Justin Johnson was there that night. Well, we had some conversations, and so did Teddy. Teddy was the makeup artist for Teddy Steffens was the makeup artist on that film. We had a great time making that film. We got a big poster and everything. But you're going to get to see a clip of that too. It's from the RG Studios just for you today. And you're going to enjoy it. I'm sure you are. And so when you finish, come on back. I got something for you. Well, what we have here is the Warrior's helmet for the actual film. Now, the one on your left, this one right here, is the one we bought, the one I bought, the collectible item. The one here on the right is a replica of this one. This one can be worn on the head, this one cannot. So that just to let you know that when you see the film, there'll be one that I'll be wearing, and there'll be one that I'll be holding. But it has good detail to it, just like the original. So it looks pretty good, get it from a distance. And you have practically an exact copy. Well, not exact, but you have a pretty damn good copy. Which means it'll be a pretty damn good movie. And it's called The Tomb.
They just asked me to do makeup for the VIP room at Tallgrass this year, and I was excited to tell them I would be there.
Right. Well, we have Teddy in the house. She's going to do the makeup for Caves of the Vampire. All right. She's setting up her stuff, getting it ready. And Justin should be here in probably 5-10 minutes.
I want to black out the eyes, and I actually made...
Is he going to be able to see?
Yeah, I made I made this by actually cutting up some material that I had.
Uh-huh.
You can see through it,
Oh, okay.
but it blacks out the eye, so if you wanna
okay.
actually have a look through it.
Oh, okay. I see it. Okay.
So you can see through it, so it's just like a really sheer,
Oh, yeah. All
pretty
right.
DIY.
Wonderful.
It was made up as like an evil clown. It was made up as a World War Z zombie. I got some pretty crazy appliances put on before. It was always fun.
Okay, cool. So should I go down to the neck, maybe shoulders?
I can go shirtless and get the full effect. I mean, how much are you gonna see?
You're going to see from waist to here.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about, you know, covering them in
Try to
rags.
cover in that. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe. Well,
I make a good. I'm skinny, so I make a good believable mummy.
yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna work out. I didn't think of it that
Yeah.
way.
Really well.
You don't see a chubby mummy too often. Great. I mean, it's nice to be a part of the action. This is what I always secretly dreamed.
Is that right?
Yeah, but while I was still a director, I couldn't participate. So now that my director duties are done, I can be part of the studio.
All right.
Feels pretty exciting. I've been anticipating being in RG Studios for quite a while. And you
Okay.
guys are great. I like to work with you guys.
I want to get you like a little. They're like these really cheap lavalier mics
Yeah.
that could be really useful for you.
Right. Yeah, you have lines and if all possible, some action.
Okay.
Some.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of my favorite words for it.
Yeah, and what other people may like, you know. I was telling my brother that a long time ago, you don't know exactly what someone else likes. That's why I don't waste a lot of time worrying about if the person likes this or that. I just go, look, I do a variety of stuff, you know. And if they like something and they tell me about it, I get amazed. So that's what you got your kicks off of, you know.
Yeah.
So I said, wow. We're gonna be looking for, but you got some fans out there waiting for this one. It's looking good. Oh yeah.
He was like, "Yes, I've been waiting for this."
Yeah.
And then relaunching Indie Mogul. You want to relaunch Indie Mogul?
Yeah, that's what Eric was telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Eric's been working on that, building cool stuff the last couple weeks, couple months.
Okay.
His wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're at work. Justin being transformed into the mummy monster. Okay. Oh yes, this is looking wonderful. You,
My cow.
you know what? You're being such a comedian now.
Yeah. Mummy.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just getting the behind the scenes. This is.
A little bit of a creative outlet.
That's
I
awesome.
know that's right.
Yeah.
We all need something.
Yeah. I need
I recommend people get a creative outlet.
everybody needs one.
Yeah, find it, express it. And don't worry about what other people actually really say about it to any large extent. Just do it. Because once it's done, hey, I've expressed it.
That's what I was always curious about. You know, like how much are you consciously like?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you're in like a new beginning or things. You know, you're clearly working through stuff, like your own stuff in the films.
Sure.
You're drinking and stuff, and I feel like now
Mm-hmm.
your films are kind of about being a hero, like a power, like you have power.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you work a crappy job, you feel helpless.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's kind of part of it. That's what I kind of thought. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you get to be an action star even though you have to like work at people treating you bad.
The makeup by Teddy Stevens. For the Caves of the Vampires, Justin Johnson from Hollywood.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm from Los Angeles.
I hope you enjoy Behind the RG Studios, where sometimes we have clips of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes at RG Studios, and hopefully it inspires you, the artist in you, so you can go out there in the world and do what you love to do. So I'm telling you, RG is telling you, do what you love to do. Even if you work a job like I do, do what you love to do. So we'll see you later. Have a good one. Taking a break before the break.
Refreshing.